I hate coming out here. It's always these nut ass bugs. I'm gonna give people 2 more minutes to come in, then I'll start talking. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand evening, grand day. It surely is hot here in Maryland. I'm about to go back in the house already. Ooh, it's different here than it is in Colorado. When I go out and I connect with the earth there, I don't know. It's like the Fey life don't bother me there. It's not irritating or annoying or I don't trust you type shit. Here, I don't trust these niggas. Like these bugs, I don't trust these bugs. I don't know if they real bugs or planet bugs. So anyway, YouTube is telling me that nobody is on here watching me right now. So if y'all are, put something in the chat, please. Um, I logged on a little bit earlier because for the first time I was early instead of being late. I'm always late when I say I'm gonna go live, but I haven't gone live in a minute to talk about magic. I mostly talk about finances and stuff now. Um, how's everybody doing? What's been going on with everybody? Ooh, ooh, child, ooh, child. These bugs, they got me. Ooh. I don't know. I'm gonna try to stay out here and do this video because it's relevant to what I'm talking about. But ooh, they be on my ass soon as I come out here. Mm, mm, mm. So they fucking with my numbers again. I see it already. Another thing, reason why I really don't post that much no more is because I have looked at my stats so many times over the years, and I'm just over that shit right now. So like, you know how they always say like they'll say I had 300 views, and then it'll be like I had 50 views on the video that said I had 300 views. It was so fucking, it's just stupid. They keep doing it. And I really can't see how well my numbers are if they're not being honest. And I feel like I just be wasting my time. So I don't really go on here that much and put all that energy into this because I don't want to just be talking to 10 people. I need my message to get across, but they have to block certain people. Boy, with your shit. This big ass dog. He's so big. God damn. Don't you jump on me. I'm doing a video. Stop. Milo, get out of here. Get your big, get your big ass mother. You want to be on the live? Yo, come on, Milo. With your drool and shit. This my nephew, dog. My nephew though, get your ass. Yo, y'all don't see. I'm really trying to push this big bitch. Look at this shit. Look at this. Oh my God. Come on, go play. Look at me. I'm getting ate alive. Yeah, go play with your friends. Go, go, go. Go play with your friends. Go. Go holler at them. Oh my. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sit down. Milo, sit. 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 Stop. Fuck. I'm gonna take you back in the house. So immature. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that go. I ain't worrying about those statistics anymore. I just want to get on here because I was talking to Augustus about. Oh my God, I'm just getting eat alive. I'm about to go in. Stop. Move. Look. We was talking about why is it so difficult for us to gather our tribes now. I was just wondering, like, what was it that um they was doing in, the Marcus Garvey time, or even something as simple as the civil rights movement. Like, what was the difference between those people and the people we have now? And, that was the conversation that I needed to have because my irritation level was just rising. So he said, it's real simple, it's basic. It's just people stood for something then. Nobody stands for anything anymore, so that way you're easily manipulated. So everything that they feared for us, we're in that time right now. And I was like, well, how do you get that to change? How do you get that to change? Um, but you really can't as long as we're still in this environment of this food that we're eating, this water, they're poisoning everything. It's kind of difficult to remember who you are. And I think that's why I always say, remember, remember, remember the return, the return, the return of your memories, the return of your ancestors, the return of all the things that was taken by force. We have to remember when the elders tell you the most important lesson you'll ever have to learn in life is to know thyself, know thyself, know thyself. Because if you know yourself, then you'll know when something's happening to you, for you, about you, around you, or against you. And I've been really analyzing myself. Um, this past few months, I've been just looking over my body parts and every strand of my hair, and I've been remembering, remembering things that I forgot, remembering things I forgot. Now, Brother Wisdom had did a video about the fabric that we wear on our body, how fabric is frequency. And, my family always laugh at me because I'm always naked. I don't like wearing clothes, but I will wear clothes if I had a certain type of clothing to wear. And I've always said that, and they never understood it. So it was nice to see him break that down for regular people, to get that shit. Um, yeah, like it's in everything. They turned your clothes into plastics now. So you're wearing plastic. What's the frequency of plastic? If linen is 5,000, cotton is 100, and whatever else those numbers was, I don't really care about the numbers. I just know the feeling. And again, I didn't know anything about the number system of the clothing. I just knew what I was supposed to have on me and what I wasn't supposed to. So now, because of where I'm at in this placement of the world, I have to wear these fucking clothes when people are around. And um, I focus more on getting those clothes off my body, like being naked as much as I can, because at least that frequency is whatever my energy is for myself. And oh, get myself back this. I'm falling with this chair in my hand. Chill out, yo. Chill. Good Lord. Hey, you're not coming back out here with me neither. Ah, you scared the. What happened to the car? Who car? It looked like it rammed up there. Oh, he just mowing lawn. He's just mowing the lawn. In his black car? Yeah, I think so. Look at the side of it. It looks like it's broken side of it. My bag. I had to relocate because those bugs was eating me alive. Now I can focus more on what I'm saying instead of woo, scratching and shit. So let me get back to me talking about being naked. There's a reason why we do the things that we do in this life, even if it seems weird or people look at you funny. It's the reason why you're doing that. Uh, ooh. Yo, I know y'all hear me scratching like that. These fucking mosquitoes here is crazy. Okay, so I was thinking about magic and how magic is so fucking basic in your everyday life. It's everywhere. It's all the time. It's not something you have to wait to a certain time to do. And if people could really get their heads wrapped around just like wrapped around the idea. If you could just stretch your imagination a little bit. I was thinking about ayahuasca when I took ayahuasca, and when I threw up a demon, and you could literally see the demon in the bowl of throw up. And I shitted out a demon, and you can see the demon in the shit. And I was wondering, like, am I just losing my mind, or am I hallucinating under this plant medicine that I'm seeing this shit? And then I asked Augustus to come in and look, and he looked and was like, "What the fuck?" He could literally see the demon and the shit and then the throw up. So I'm trying to make this as simple as possible how these things bleed. Now, your magic has been taken from you by people who don't have magic. And if you could really try your best to go where I'm going with this, it will definitely help y'all on your journey. Okay. Yeah, that topic would be too touchy if I break it down like this. It's like if you have a talent, right? You can run really fast, but your family has some kind of tragedy where some one of the kids was running fast and then they got hit by a car or something. So nobody's allowed to run in the family no more, right? You can't run. Running is bad. It leads to death, right? So, but you know you have this thing in you where you have to run, and when you run, stuff happens. Like whatever the stuff is that happens, I don't know, however you want to put that in your head, but stuff happens when you run. So you start running in secret. Now you running in secret, but you find out that your time is faster than the professional runners. That's magic. That's magic that people have been sent to you to make you hide and be ashamed of. Now that could have been not a good analogy, but in my bipolar ass head, that worked. So okay, let's go with cooking. Everybody should be able to comprehend the cooking side of magic. When they say it's soul food, food for your soul. There was a uh, TV series on Netflix called Forever the Witch, Forever a Witch, and she one day she was cooking for the people, and she was really sad and crying. And when they ate her food, they all started crying. And I thought that was really great for visuals for people to understand how energy is transferred. I think that's the right word, transferred. So everybody started crying who was eating her food, but they was fucking her food up. So that's another way that your magic is in your everyday life. So some people do events really nice. They do events better than other people do events. That's magic. So magic and sorcery, wizardry, uh, whatever you want to call it in whatever language you are uh communicating this information in. I just need y'all to see that if you could stop trying to look outside yourself so far to find magic, you will understand that you are already magic. You currently existing is sorcery. How are you living if you are in a place, let's just start for people who are in a place where they can't control their outcome, meaning you live in a poverty state or some shit like that. But you live every day. Everybody else around you getting killed off or in jail, but you walking free and you doing well. That's sorcery. You are surviving through situations that most couldn't. That's magic. They like to put stupid shit on words on it like black girl magic. That's so stupid. It's like saying empty magic, no magic. I wonder how long is it gonna take for us to understand that black is something against us and not something like, hey, it ain't that. Augustus and I was also talking about um the power in the tongue of the black woman. He was like, everybody everywhere is fucking saying period. He's so right. And then like you think about Cardi, right? And she be like, okay. And how many people do that? It's magic for you to manipulate people like that to get them to say everything that say what you want them to say all day long. That's magic. Now, as far as powers, we all have our powers still with us. Now, you could see on all of these superhero movies where they trying to get the I guess your adversary is the one who wants to take your powers and enhance them. That's in all areas of the universe. That is just what it is. There has to be a foe for a yo, a no for a po. It's always a yes for a no for a yes. You know, you can't go that way or you can go that way. It has to be something that's going against something and going for something. That's just the yin and the yang of creation. So you just gotta remember that shit. You gotta remember that when you're dealing with your life in all areas of your life, you want to master all areas of your life. The only way to master your life is to go within. Whatever happened to you yesterday, what the fuck can you do about that? What can you do about that? You can't fucking go back and change nothing about that. So that shit's a wrap. I tell myself every day, no matter how happy I am, no matter how sad I am, no matter if I'm depressed or no matter if I'm too hyped, I tell myself every day, I love myself. Today we move forward. Period. If you sit there and okay, for an example, whenever you're reading a book about spells, now if anybody is on here for the magic part of me and you want to learn or converse about magic, this would be something that we would be talking about. Now, can y'all hold on 1 second, please? My bag. Sorry about that. Damn, I forgot where I was at. Um, Let me try to go back. I was saying if you really have magic. Fuck, it's gone. I hate when I get distracted. Damn, I had a call come in. It'll come back to me. Anyway, I wanted to do this video about magic because, oh, I was talking about spells, so let's go back. So if any of y'all have ever picked up a spell book, you read a spell book in the library or you went to the bookstore and you just was scrolling through it, you'll notice that on those books it always say in order to do this particular spell, you want to make sure the moon is here, you want to make sure the moon is here, or you want to do this under this. If you were truly in yourself and you understood and you knew thyself, you would know that somebody who's casting a spell does not need the moon to shine brightly on one day and dark on another, or the high rise of Sunday and the low rise of Thursday. That's not how we do shit. That is for townies. And whenever I refer to townies, that is me separating myself with basic bitches. Okay, you got to think about it like what was that show called that was on the air. Everybody used to love this show. Tartanians, Targaryens, or some shit. What was the name? Something about dragons. Whatever that show was about the dragons. You know how they have the queen. The queen is in court, and the low people, the peasants, they're in the town, so they're townies. So when I refer to townies, I'm talking about people that's under me. Okay. So the townies, which would be the people who are trying to be what someone else is, they will be studying these people and what they do without having the proper understanding of what and why they're doing it. So if you're stalking me because you want to know how I make this happen, and you see me doing something on a Saturday, you're going to think, oh, you can only do that spell on a Saturday. But it just so happened that I needed to run that spell Saturday because I needed to work by Wednesday. It has nothing to do with the time of day, the energy, the season, the moon. None of them matters. And if you really are a fucking high priestess and you're about this life, you would know that. Yeah, I said it. So when I say know thyself, stop trying to read and go outside yourself to cast. If you don't think about it at all, if you don't think about it at all, and you just do, let your hands move, you'll be making a spell. I do spells all the time and don't even realize what I'm doing until I stop. And then it's like something is telling me, look what you did. Know thyself. I'm always right. And I used to be ashamed to say that shit out loud because it sounds narcissistic until I started checking my fucking facts. And after years and years and years of running back through the game plan and seeing, was I right about what I was saying? And I'm right. I don't question myself no more. I know myself now. I know thyself. If I say it's going to rain today and it ain't no rain in sight and no forecast, it's going to rain today because I know myself. I see people. I'm really proud of this one girl. What is her name? I think her name is like Conjure Conjure. She got some kind of candle shop, like witchy candles. And oh, her candles are really pretty. I like her candles. Um, she has like $1 million shipments. Like she's shipping packages in the millions. So I'm really, really proud of her. But I noticed that people are buying up these candle spells because they can't see that they can do their own. The the idea with doing magic and casting, excuse me, doing sorcery, it has to come from within. The best thing, oh my gosh, I'm tired. The best thing that a person could sell someone who's looking to get into their magic is information, but not like a thing. I guess let me try to explain it better. So if okay, let's take the lady, the candle lady. If you make 1 million candles a month, Can you, as one individual person who's been anointed with the hands and the wisdom and the knowledge to craft, can you do that to 1 million candles every month efficiently? So I want y'all to think, like, when you're buying a product from a corporation that's doing more than, let's just say, 100,000 in sales, 100,000 items in sales a month. You just got to think of the person. Even if the person hires staff, are the staff members sorcerers or wizards? And if the what is their wizardry and their sorcery? I'm only trying to help y'all see that when you're looking outside yourself for your magic and your powers, that you have to be careful. A while ago, I was watching a video of somebody, um, and this person has a website, and I was like, oh, let me go check their website out. I'm always supporting people's businesses. So I'll go check this website out, and I was like, oh, her pricing is interesting. And then I thought, well, I mean, you got to think about she's doing this from scratch. So, okay, I could see the prices. And then this person had put a personal note up and said, I'm waiting for my oils to come in from China. And right then and there, I clicked off. So if y'all want Alibaba ritual oil, good on you. But if you want something that's authentic, in particular, I think I said that shit all wrong. Particularly designed for you, you make your own things, make your own ritual oils, make your own grids. That shit is so important. Y'all have to understand that, because if you're buying something from somebody who's making a certain amount of products a month, and they're not putting whatever energy you're paying for in it, it's your fault, because you didn't believe in yourself enough to do your own magic. Ooh, you can come and see. So hold on, please. I have an irritant in the room. You can't work for yourself. Oh my God, my sister be irritating my whole life. She done made me forget. Yo, I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, thanks, sis. Yeah, I said she was right on point too. I did say that. So you can't run away from yourself. You have to go within yourself to know exactly what you need. Like, I was picking up just random pieces of grass and leaves off the floor, the ground when I was walking, and I had no idea what they was. But I kept putting them together, and I was mixing them and doing my stuff. And then I found out that those I had downloaded an app called Picture This, and it tells you what flower or plant or tree or whatever it is that you're looking at. And so after I put all of this stuff together, I went to go research what it was. And I was right. Like I was using elements of the earth, the right elements of the earth to go with my spell. I have never ever done a spell according to any moon cycle. Never. I don't care if it's a half moon, a whole moon, a full moon, a new moon. It has never affected the success or the not success of any of my magic. So I'm trying to trigger y'all. If you could remember, if I'm triggering a memory of you in this field, then you'll be able to connect the dots. So there is nobody who can actually say, "Oh, I'm going to activate your superpowers." How would they know what your superpowers are? The only thing they can activate in you is your Akashic record. Akashic record. Okay? The Akashic record holds all your memories of all of your lives. And there are ways that you can access that. But the people who are promoting that they can give y'all superpowers, I wouldn't pay for that. I'm just saying. Also, I can also give y'all another trigger to help y'all realize what y'all superpower is. I've spoken. Um, I love my nephew so much. He just brought me this little emerald, pearl, and diamond clip that he found outside. He's always thinking about me. Such a sweet boy. Anyway, so I've told y'all about one of my gifts is clairalience. Now, clairalience is when you can smell things. I hope I'm saying that shit right. Now, I talk in hood talk, so it might be a professional way to say clairalience. I don't know that language. So anyway, I can smell shit. I can smell energy. Period. I can smell energy. Let that sink in. If I'm looking at something on TV and it's a dead body in there or trash or a chef is cooking, I can smell it. If you walk past me and you're a rapist, I can smell that. If you walk past me and you're a pedophile, I can smell that because there is the difference in smell between a rapist and a pedophile. And that's where the gift comes in. The gift is knowing the difference. Some people have a lot of these gifts blended. Now, my ability to smell through anything, I can smell through dimension. Now, if y'all remember, I did a video maybe 2 years ago, and I said when I was asleep, they came to me and they was calling me to go through this gateway. And I could smell that the energy there wasn't the same air that I breathe here. And so I declined their invitation. That's my superpower. That's my gift. I can smell a lie. I can smell the truth. I can smell energy. I can smell portals. I can smell dimensions. I can smell demons. I can smell angels. I can smell crystals. I thought that everybody could smell crystals. So I'll be asking people, what time do you smell the crystals when you're home? And they was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, well, yeah, the selenite and the calcite, they usually send they send off around 2 and 3 a.m. And it smells like blah, blah, blah. And people was looking at me like the fuck I'm crazy. So I guess that's not normal. But I can smell it. Yes, I can smell the differences in rocks and stones. And that's why I always say that that's not a rock, or, that's a sleeping giant, or because I can smell the difference. That's me. Now, there's some people who can see energy, and they call that auras, right? That's a superpower. So if you just pull this shit down, like pull all these layers of this onion back, you'll see that this is very simple in your everyday life, and you're just missing the mark. I think I started off saying earlier that if you come across uh, a corporation, an agency, a school, anything that's trying to put you into a box, that thing is taking your magic from you and then selling it back to you. Okay? These things I'm teaching y'all are so important. Um, I'm not comfortable. I don't believe that we're going to be ready for what's happening right now. I think that's why I was talking to Augustus about how did they do it before, because sad to say, I just don't have the faith that you or we as a tribe of people are going to be able to break away from this spell that they have over us. You're so comfortable in it. It makes you so happy to be so dishonorable to yourself. I mean, you dishonor yourself, let alone your people and your planet. If we could just stop letting these distractions distract us. The magic is in your hand. If you turn off the light and you get shocked, man, come on, come on. You walk into a room, the light flickers. You walk outside and the air shifts. This is you. You are doing this. Y'all always had y'all powers activated. And the people that keep trying to lock us up and make us go missing and experiment on us. Good job, Jamie Foxx. You really, when I watched that Tyrone thing, I had turned it off the first time. First 15 minutes. I don't do anything that make us look in the same way that they always try to make us look. So pimping and hoeing, you're not gonna find me watching nothing with pimping and hoeing or no drug dealer, gang banging, gang gang. You ain't gonna find me polluting my mind with that trash. But Augustus was very aggressively, forcefully trying to get me to watch this show. And he's calling me and calling me like, "Did you watch this show yet?" And so I went and I watched it, and it was just one part that I had to just take my hat off to Jamie Foxx and just bow to him because he did it. He did it. That scene, yo, this shit about to make me cry thinking about it because it that's it. Hold it. Don't let these fucking distractions distract y'all. Just go to that one scene, okay? In the strip club. No, fuck that. We losing them. Strip club scene. Strip club scene. Strip club scene. Strip club scene. Just keep watching it. Keep watching. Bravo, Jamie Foxx. Y'all just passing that movie around, and you love that movie so much. Did you understand it? And what did Jamie have to sacrifice for him to get that message out? Because I do believe they killed him for that. I don't know what this other guy is who's the Jamie Foxx now, but we take L's for y'all, and y'all keep on being distracted by all this foolishness. I wonder so much how can a person who is 100% one way one day just be the opposite the next? Do you really think that this can happen overnight like this? So at the end of that movie, it said the guy was basically saying because his little brother was killed, he wanted everybody to be white so nobody would kill nobody no more. It's like they still have to put you back in the spell. They have to. So right when y'all was able to break free of this bullshit, that movie put y'all right back in there. That's why you have to always remember that the messenger is not importante. You just have to get the message. You just have to simply get the message, and the whole movie or the whole talk or the whole song is not the message. It's just a smidget in it. I mean, any enemy will tell you that you have to tell the truth in your lie for it to be believable. Okay? Y'all scared of hell. How can you be scared of hell and comfortable here? How can this not be hell if you walk past children on the street and you don't feed them or take them in? Yeah, this is definitely a glorious life we're living here. Everything that you've been taught to be afraid of, you should rethink that. You can enchant and dechant, if dechant is even a fucking word. You can enchant yourself, dechant yourself, dispel yourself, spell yourself, guard yourself, block yourself, enchant yourself. I think I already said that shit. There, for everything that's been done to you, it could be undone. For every curse you put on yourself, you can uncurse yourself. I've spent the better part of the last 15 years undoing curses in my bloodline. I mean, that's superpowers. I don't see nobody else doing that shit, right? So if you are a member in your family and you clearing up the bloodline, but it's about 1,000 other members of your family, ain't nobody doing shit. Ain't that a superpower you got? Magic is in everything. It's every fucking where. If you be the fuck quiet and sit outside, have a conversation with the fays, yo, do you really not remember about the bird people and the messages can travel? You know they got these birds watching us, so then what do you do with that information? What do you do with it? They got their goons, you got your goons, right? But no, you just trying to blend. We was talking about um, the Black Panther Party and Dr. King and stuff. And I said to Gus that I am living the fallout of Dr. King's fucking dream. And I try to keep myself balanced so I don't hold no anger towards that shit. And then he said, well, he said he was sorry. He didn't mean to do it, and he felt like he was sending us into a burning house. I don't really give a fuck about what he said after he destroyed everything and then he just died to leave us with this shit. Of course, I would be hit the hardest because of who I am as a person with my memories attached. So I got hit the hardest. We gonna infiltrate her. We gonna infiltrate her. They've been trying to infiltrate my fucking family forever. But if our families were together, we were strong enough, we would have our magic intact. And there will be no way to infiltrate. But there's always a weak link in the family. Y'all need to figure out who the weak link is. Snuff them out, say. No, I'm just playing. You find out who your weak link is, and then you have to leave that person behind. And if they truly believe that they're not a weak link and they're strong enough, they'll survive and they'll come make themselves worthy in the fucking tribe. Feelings need to be taken away. You have to take your feelings and your emotions out of restoring your magic and reclaiming your tribe land. You can't be emotional about this. In business, there is no emotion. Once we, as the Aboriginal people, understand that, we will stop allowing ourselves to be manipulated. Another way that you can build up the magic you have within is to simply rub your hands together. You rub your hands together. I ain't gonna tell you what you way. You figure that shit out on your own. But you do it at a certain rate, and I ain't gonna tell you that neither. You will know. Rub, rub, rub. And another way for you to exert your magic is to have sex. You just have to remember that whatever energy your sexual partner have is the energy that will be created. If you got a low vibrational person tapping that ass, that is weak, toxic sex. It will create nothing but chaos. If you have somebody that's on a certain vibration that you are, you can create magnificent things in that manner. And it don't always have to be a child of creation. Okay? Another thing is y'all gonna have to start learning how to tap. If you tap on your throat, your heart, your third eye, your eyebrows, temples, nose, cheekbone, chin, neck. You want to tap all day, just tap. If that message felt right to you, do it. If it didn't, don't tap. Now, another way to access your magic is through vibration. So, this is what I do when I meditate. I used to do this all the time under the psychedelics. Now I've trained myself to do this without the need of any kind of substance to help me get where I need to go. During your meditation, wherever you meditate, if you're in a space that's no longer comfortable for you or you don't want to put too much energy in it, you can vibrate your body and it will change the channel. It will change the channel. Vibrating your body. You know how people rock their foot, they shake, or they rock back and forth. Shake, 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 vibrate. However you can vibrate your body, it will change the channel. It is a remote. When you vibrate your body, you are using the remote. Okay. Another thing that you can do to activate yourself or to enhance yourself is looking at your hands. The more you study your hands, the more you'll understand where your power lies. Some people can see how many angels they have in their hands. If you see X's on your hand, your palms, the more X's you have, the more guardians you have attached to you. So you have to study that. You have to study your body. You have to look at your body. You have to know what your tongue looks like. You know how they say every person have their own individual set of fingerprints. If you think that's the only individual way to identify you, you are fucking crazy. You need to know what your knee look like. If your knee curves different than other people's knees, you need to know. You have to know yourself like you know that job or that education you just took a test for to get your state board. This is how you do your magic, by knowing yourself. Knowing yourself better than anything knows, even these watchers who's watching us right now. Another thing I want to talk to y'all about is about the watchers. Okay. I hope y'all can't hear my sister in the background talking. She loud. Anyway, we all know that there's watchers watching us. I mean, you on all your little Marvel, y'all know. Y'all been told. So, however the story gets to y'all, the watcher can be Enoch looking like a human, but really is a robot recording us, or the giant with the big head that just stands there and watch like a creep but never moves or talk. However, you take in the information of a watcher, the watcher is watching. Now, if you have bipolar, and you've been made to think that people with bipolar are fucking crazy. You know what people with bipolar are? They're fucking unpredictable. And if they're unpredictable, can they be predicted? Hmm. If you are remote viewing and you see Sally, she go to school the same way every day. It's easy for her to be snatched or targeted. Somebody with bipolar who is erratic, who makes spontaneous decisions throughout the day, is who you want to be. Gems, throwing them bitches out there for y'all. Certain things that we have to accept. We just have to fucking accept it and not ask no questions. There are things, entities, demons, angels, whatever you want to call them, they are fucking watching you. The ones, the okay, it was like when I was younger, there were like shows and they would show the angel and the demon on your right and your left shoulder. That's not a lie. It is not a lie. Okay? Those are muses, your angels, uh, your the yin to your yang. They're all right here. You're never really alone. That's why they always tell you you're not alone. Excuse me, but those are real. If you all of a sudden feel a burst of energy, that's not coming from you. That's something that's around you trying to get you to do something. Okay. Sorry. Um, the more you connect with them, you hear people talking to themselves and you think they're crazy and they're not talking to themselves. They're communicating with the ones around them. And they probably just say that to y'all so they won't look like a creep. Oh, I just talked to myself. Ha ha ha. Mm. Look at all the things that the people who are special who live up in court have to do to make themselves small so townies can feel comfortable. The difference between court and the town is anybody can get in any fucking part of it. If you in court, you can go back to the basic level as a peasant. And if you're a peasant, you can rise to the top as a in the court, right? So don't ever be offended by what somebody is label you as. Whatever your label is that you put for yourself is what you are. Like, unfortunately, I truly believe that I am my own God, and it's damn near impossible for anybody to tell me anything different. I don't pray to any outside source. When I pray to me, my higher self. Um, no matter what I do, I always focus on myself. I'm always focusing on me and my higher self. This lower self that I'm currently in is constantly communicating with my higher self to evolve. I don't know if this video helped y'all or not, but it's important that you know you don't have to pay somebody or go to all over the country or the world to try to hear people speak so you could find yourself, your powers, and your magic. You don't have to go anywhere. Did Will Smith write this motherfucking book? Or no, I don't think he wrote it. I think he read it. He was talking about this book. It was called Alchemy, The Alchemist, a graphic novel, I think it was called. So I went and I got this book and I read this fucking book in a couple of hours and I said, my God, I done read this whole fucking book for this goddamn message to be so stupid. The message of the book was the treasure that you're looking for is under the basement. Meaning you ain't gotta fucking go nowhere to find your treasures, your answers, what you need. It's right under you, right in you, all around you. You don't have to go nowhere. A lot of my subscribers tell me how they go and they go to these conferences with these people who have these YouTube channels because they just want to see if they're giving a message out different than someone else. And nobody's going to give a message different. If you buy the 7 habits of highly successful people and Rich Dad Poor Dad and how to be rich or the art of war, all of that shit is going to say the same thing. I was foolish enough when I was in my 20s to read all that shit just to come to the conclusion that they're all saying the same thing. Somebody said, I would never take advice from a person who's not a millionaire if they a thousandaire and they talking about millionaire things. Or I would never take the advice of somebody who failed at business. All of those things are ignorant comments. Why the fuck wouldn't you take the advice of somebody who failed in business? Wouldn't you want to know how not to fail in business? Life is very fucking simple. We make it hard. Everything and everybody has a piece to the puzzle board that we're making. There is no outside magic. The magic is within. If you think about, okay, close your eyes right now. Your eyes are closed. Now open your eyes up. What do you see right in front of you? I'm going to tell you what I see right in front of me. I see my bed, my lounge chair, my TV, my dresser, all my crap, all my clothes, and all my grids and shit that I made. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at snacks. I'm looking at my Smudge devices. I have my Palo Santo and my sage and my shell. I'm looking at the poster boards on the wall, the grids I'm making for my, yeah, I mean, everything that I just named, somebody made that shit. Somebody designed this bed. Somebody thought of a TV. Somebody thought of a chair to sit on. Somebody thought of a place to store. Somebody thought of something to write with. So we are magic. Everything is magic. Every thought you have that creates something, you just created magic and sorcery. So I hope that helps y'all.